Hello and welcome to another edition of Campus Connection. I'm Brittany Toms. Today we want to highlight the cultural events that you may not be aware of in our very own county. You may be surprised to know, but the nonprofit arts and culture organization Americans for the Arts have contributed over $135 billion to the nationwide economy. Locally, over $2 million have been contributed. Now that we have your attention, you're probably wondering, how can I get involved? Well, stay tuned to find out. But first, let's take a look at what's going on around campus with Paul Rise.
Thanks, Brittany. Do you need help trying to figure out how to get enrolled into college? Attend an SCT session to help you successfully transition into the college environment. You'll learn about isothermal's programs as well as college terminology. You'll also receive help with your admissions application, learn about placement testing, as well as how to apply for financial aid. There'll be no classes Friday, October 12th. It's fall break for all students and faculty. This year's Grub Day is a totally 80s theme.
This fall at Grub Day, which is taking place Wednesday, October 17th, we have a lot of fun activities for students here on campus. We have a Minute to Win It games contest that should be amusing as well as fun. We're also having a 80s hair showcase brought to us by the cosmetology department. It's going to be featuring faculty and staff in some of the best styles of the 1980s.
And we're also going to be having inflatables set up, like a bungee run, a jousting competition, and we're also going to have a spin art frisbee. And we'll have a great meal set up for everyone that's a student, hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, onion rings, things like that.
We also will have cornhole games set up, as well as the disc golf course that we have here on campus. Everyone is welcome to play on and make use of that. We're also having a 80s themed costume contest for students. That is, we do have prizes, so that should be interesting for you to get involved in.
You may have noticed a new face on campus, and it's not a student nor a teacher. It's a dog named Mackie, and he's here to make the campus and the community a safer place. Mackie is the newest Rutherford County Sheriff Canine. He's a 2.5-year-old yellow Labrador Retriever trained to search for narcotics and to detect firearms. He has been trained to do so since he was a puppy. Mackie is friendly but serious. Officer Millard is one of the RCSO officers stationed on campus and went through several weeks of canine training this summer with Mackie. He's quick to point out that Mackie is a working dog, not a campus pet. And that's all that's going on around campus. For Campus Connection, I'm Paul Rise. Back to you, Brittany.
One of the biggest community give-back programs comes from the Rutherford County Arts Council.
That's right, Brittany. I'm on the outdoor stage in the beautiful Globe Park, which has been home for the Rutherford County Arts Council for more than 25 years. Now, when you think of the Arts Council, you may think of them merely as a performance group, but they have been involved in helping our local artists as well.
Well, the Regional Artist Project Grant, or Program Grant, is something that we devised with about 8 other arts councils in the state and one in South Carolina. And the notion was that by working together we could make available to individual artists some help with development of their career and supporting individual projects. Really a number of people from Rutherford County received grants. I don't know the exact figure, but I'd say somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 have gone to Rutherford County artists.
We were able to speak with Rutherford County's own Nancy Cabali, who was the recipient of the 2008 Regional Artists Grant.
What I do is not really pottery. It's I do sculpture, so I say figurative ceramics. I make mainly figures in clay, but it's not classical figures. They have a little bit of a twist to them. I do about 6 to 8 high-end craft fairs up and down the East Coast and into the Midwest. Next month I'm doing a show in New York, and then in November I'm doing a show in D.C. And then I've got 4 galleries, one in Seattle, one in Asheville, one in Knoxville, and one in D.C. that carry my work. So I give them work and they carry it regularly, and then there's big gallery shows where it's just there for 5 or 6 weeks. I wrote the grant as basically seed money to build a studio. I had been working in a 13 by 16 space in my house, and like I said, more and more I was working in clay, so to have clay in your house is not a good idea. Anyway, so I wrote a grant and got the grant, and it basically provided seed money to build this building. And probably I would never have taken that on, because to come up with, that much money is kind of daunting. If people want my work, they either go to one of those shows, go to my website, nancykubali.com, NANCYKUB as in boy, ALE.com.
Besides the yearly grant, the Arts Council also offers mini grants to help fund smaller projects and to develop artistic skills.
Well, we have a sort of running grant program that has no particular deadline, and people just come to us who have a particular need, either an individual artist or an organization that wants help with a project.
If you would like more information about how you can apply for any one of these grants, be sure and visit the Arts Council's webpage at rutherfordcountyarts.org. For Isothermal's Campus Connection, I'm Kip Arrowwood, reporting from the beautiful Globe Park.
The Arts Council will be performing an original musical, Olympus, at the Foundation Performing Arts Center on Saturday, November 17th. So be sure to treat the family to what is certain to be an enjoyable evening. A local playwright, director, and actor, Patrick Moss, who teaches drama and speech and debate at Chase High School and East Rutherford High, was able to tell us a little bit about how he got into theater and what Chase has available for theater-loving students.
First started acting in Rutherford County in 1986 with a Rutherford County Arts Council production of The Hobbit. I was a 6'2" tall dwarf, very skinny, but I was hooked from then on. With my speech and debate program, many people see debate and they think that all that we do is debate and hash sides, but a very strong program in that is called interpretation, where students pick a piece and have to interpret it, which is basically, they won't call it acting. Shh, don't tell the kids, it's good for them. But it really is acting, and I've had a state champion in a duo, which is two people that have to act, and Chase High School was actually back-to-back state champions. Dramatic interpretation 2010 and 2011, we had a back-to-back state championship. Last year we had a Student of the Year from North Carolina, and we had an All-American on the National League level. And to put that into perspective, to be in the top 10% of the nation, there are 500,000 students that participate in forensics annually. And my student that got the All-American status, only 0.5% of students in America get that. So I'm very proud of what my kids do.
If you would like to be involved with shows that are coming to the foundation but don't want to be on stage, Russell Wicker tells us how to volunteer.
The volunteers act as ushers. But sometimes they work with us on marketing, distributing brochures, flyers, work in the box office, perhaps help us with a mailing. A lot of different things we use our volunteers for. We use a lot of folks out of the community. Right now we have about 100 people on our volunteer list, but we can always use more. To be a volunteer, you have to be 18 years or older. You have to go through a 2.5-hour training session. We have a volunteer coordinator over here, Sydney Wilson, and anyone who is interested can just contact Sydney, and she'll let you know when our next training session is.
The Foundation's next show will be the Koresh Dance Company on October 13th. If you would like to purchase tickets, call the box office at 828-286-9990. If you're looking to fulfill that creative spirit, Continuing Education has several art classes coming up that you can get involved in. A few of the regular classes include ceramics, porcelain and china painting, cake decorating, and digital photography. Some of the new classes include expressive watercolors, beginner illustration, and exploration of drawing methods. The Continuing Education Department wants to focus on low-cost art forms due to the economic hardships faced by many people in the county. On October 23rd and 25th, the department will be offering things that go bump in the night. Paranormal investigation. If you would like more information, just go to isothermal.edu and click on the Continuing Education link. We couldn't discuss arts in Rutherford County without mentioning those who share their creativity in words and photos. The Mentor and Anurin are both publications that allow you to share poetry, stories, and photography with the community.
The Anurin actually started around 1980 in Dr. Nancy Womack's creative writing class, and the Mentor began in 1994. It was actually part of Isothermal's discussion about the learning college philosophy. The Anurin is a student magazine. The Mentor is an employee magazine.
Contact Lissa Barrows for more information on publishing in either of these publications. In case you were unaware, the students in the Visual Arts Department display their work in the hallway and foyer of the Communications Building. You can go through any time the building is open and see the latest works of the graphic design, illustration, drawing, and painting classes. And in the companion galleries located in the Student Services Building, you can see showcase pieces from the photography students as well. A local art gallery and gift shop is showing recognition to local artists in the community. The Rutherford County Artists Guild, located on Main Street in Rutherfordton, provides a gallery for art, a gift shop, and a studio for classes and workshops. Art exhibits are held often and feature pottery, photography, woodwork, jewelry, and much, much more. The Guild is a volunteer, nonprofit organization, and membership is open to artists in any medium. For more information on the Visual Artists Guild, visit their website at rcvag.com. The Rutherford Community Symphony is a relatively unknown gem in our community. We were able to speak with flutist Marnie Beaver and get an idea of some of the shows they are putting on this season.
The Rutherford County Symphony is in its 25th year. We started around 1988. We play orchestral music, primarily classical music. We try to throw in a little bit of jazz pieces, so we have a good combination. Every November we have the 4th and 5th graders of Rutherford County come here to the Foundation Performing Arts Center, and it's something that we try to do for our students to introduce them to music and hopefully get some interest there so they can be involved. The children's show is Friday, November the 2nd. Our winter concert is Sunday, January the 27th, and then our last concert of this season will be Sunday, May the 5th.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Campus Connection. Go out into the community and see what artistic venture you can find. And remember, don't be down on bacteria. It's the only culture some people have. Join us at the end of the month for a special Halloween-themed Campus Connection. Until then, from all of us in the broadcasting department, enjoy the beautiful autumn weather. And as we roll credits today, we'll be showing some autumn time shots I took from Chimney Rock and Lake Lure. Have a great day.